Hi, I'm Mark Boone, and welcome to this week's Pickleball Warehouse vlog. Today's focus is on 6-0 paddles. We've got current, along with new and some updates, so we wanted to get into it. We've got a lot to cover. Let's start it off with the Quartz. This is part of 6-0's Gem series. I've raved about this paddle for quite some time. Compact design, 16-inch overall length, T300 carbon fiber surface, 15mm polypropylene core, and 6-0's approach to unibody construction. This is just a great all-arounder paddle. Gonna give you plenty of room for skill improvement as well, priced at just under $90. Moving on, another gem of a paddle, part of the Gem series. This is the Sapphire, and as opposed to a compact shape, this one's utilizing an elongated design at 16.5 inches, got a little longer handle, and this one lets the power shine through a little clearer with a thinner 13mm core. This one's an amazing all-arounder at about $139. And moving on, still within the Gem series of paddles, this one here is the Ruby. A lot of players really like this paddle for its power and blend of control. This one here, as opposed to being really long or short, it's a hybrid design of 16.3 inches. You got a slight flare up here for a broadened sweet spot out towards the tip. And this one is utilizing a 16mm polypropylene core, weighs a little north of 8 ounces, and the really unique feature to this paddle is its use of aramid fiber, which not only delivers great spin potential, but probably quiets the paddle at contact of the ball as well. This one's a little more premium priced, $200. And then moving on to something new that's kind of utilizing a proven formula as well. This is the 6-0 double black diamond elongated, or sometimes referred to as the 15mm version. Of all the 6-0 paddles, this one utilizes the longest overall length at 16.6 inches and a full 6-inch long handle, making this ideal for players who really would like a racket feel more than a paddle feel. Got raw carbon fiber, and as mentioned to begin with, there's not an option for a 14 or 16. It's a straight 15mm core, which gives you kind of like a middle of the road level of pop off the core. Just a great all-around paddle. And then moving on, these are the paddles that really basically started it all. We've got here, I have to look closely at these because the only way I can decipher them is how many diamonds they have on here. This happens to be the double black diamond. And this one here is utilizing the same shape as the Ruby. This is a hybrid design of 16.3 inches, raw carbon fiber. This one here is available in either a 14 or 16mm core. If you want to kind of let the dogs off the leash, a little more power, a little more control, go for the 16mm. But these paddles are just top notch. And the difference between the double black diamond and the black diamond, you can see here one gem in the upper left-hand corner of the paddle face, is surface material. Both of these paddles are available with the same core option, only the black diamond, sometimes referred to as the Power, uses a composite surface of both carbon fiber and fiberglass, where the double black diamond is just straight raw carbon fiber. That extra little additive of fiberglass is definitely going to give you more pop, so if you want a little more precision, go with the double black diamond. A little more power, definitely the black diamond is going to do that in spades. And last up for the day, I really am enjoying these paddles, and these basically operate off the same design as the black diamond and the double black diamond, with the exception of a edgeless design. So you're getting the same meticulous approach to thermoform construction and a long handle shape, etc. You are relegated to a 16mm core as opposed to an option of a 14 or a 15mm core. Fabulous all-around paddles, great comfort, controllable power. And then last but not least, you gotta have a paddle eraser to keep the carbon surfaces of your paddles clean, free of debris, so as to maintain that kind of optimal spin potential that they afford right when they're new. This one here happens to be the 6-0 carbon paddle eraser. It works great on any raw carbon surface of a paddle. It does not necessarily have to be a 6-0. However, there is one caveat. 6-0 recommends that these are just used for raw carbon fiber surfaces, not for the aramid fiber. I believe the 3K woven fiber of the Ruby, if you rub it hard enough, will kind of disrupt the yarns and pull them up. And that's a wrap for this week's vlog. Thanks again for tuning in, and if you'd like any further information on these great 6-0 paddles or anything else pickleball related, be sure to head over to pickleballwarehouse.com.